Absolutely love this question from Paul Clark that we got on the show yesterday. He asked, how many snaps would Hunter have to average in the NFL at wide receiver to be considered the wide receiver one in the 2025 draft class? So that is really the question with Hunter, who recently moved up to the favorite to go number 2 to the Browns. And for those who don't remember, at the Combine, the Browns said they view Hunter as a wide receiver. So I went back and I pulled data on wide receivers for the past 3 seasons. I did use fantasy points as a barometer just to kind of make it a little bit easier, because ultimately when you talk about success in the NFL, you can look to the production, but one of the easiest ways to kind of normalize that is to see how many points did they score versus how many snaps did they play. So I pulled the last 3 seasons of data, and here's the results. From 2024 to 2022, to be a top 24 wide receiver, you had to play roughly 56 snaps a game and 84%. Now, for wide receiver ones, it was slightly higher at 57 snaps and 86%. For wide receiver twos, it was 55 snaps a game and 83%. But when you look at the total data set, one of the most interesting things, if you are not playing 70% of snaps, you have an extremely low chance of being a top flight wide receiver. So to answer your question, if Hunter were to play 70% of snaps in the NFL, I think he has every shot of being the top wide receiver in this draft class. He's extremely talented, explosive, can make big plays. And for the guys who don't play as many snaps in games, that's what they do well. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Nico Collins makes massive plays despite being limited in terms of total snaps on the season. So if Hunter can play 70% of snaps for an entire season, he could absolutely be in the conversation for wide receiver one in 2025. What do you guys think?